XSI allows for multiple envelopes on the same object. For instance, using a deformer like the deform by spine, if I were to select this curve here, you can just control the radius a little bit. We're actually, there we go, deforming the assigned area here with the use of this curve. If I go into my filter here and I start to move it around, you can now see it's doing this. And what it's done on the object is in fact put a deform operator, there it is, underneath the object in the clusters. It's also put an envelope weight inside here as well. There are other kinds of envelopes we can do on here, such as if I were to move these nulls, maybe I'd like them to be enveloped as well. I can tag a whole load of points, or a couple of points. Here, if I do each on these side here, and maybe just grow this selection, I can set the envelope for just these two nulls, and there we go. Select my object, oops, there we go, and now I have two envelope operators. Now there will be an overhead in calculation using this method, so if you want to add deformers to an envelope, you can do it without having to do what I just did there. If I were to remove this deformer here, I don't need the deform by spine either at the moment. I can identify the area I want, so it's going to be the eyes. I'm going to, with my whole object selected, I'm going to envelope and set the envelope. Now when it asks me to automatically reassign, I will say no. I'm just going to now grab the two things I want to add to the envelope. There we go. If I now start to move them, nothing will happen because I haven't assigned any weight to them yet. I can do this in a couple of ways, simply by tagging some vertices and then doing reassign locally. So now if I select this, it'll move just those points. You can also do it with the brush as well. Inside here, this is called LC eyebrow 1 and LC eyebrow 2. I'm going to go into add mode. I'm just going to do a little bit of opacity here, and with my brush, there we go. I'm going to find those two deformers, and also you can look at the color as well. So eyebrow 1, eyebrow 2. Eyebrow 1 is this brown one here. So now I'm just going to paint the area that I want to deform. At the same time, I'm adding it to the painted area. Switch to number 2, paint in there, something like that. That's great. That's all I have to do. So now when I grab this, it grabs a much bigger area. I can go in and just smooth this. I can also do it symmetrically as well. That's it. So now I've added the deformer, I still controlled everything through the brush. And all the time I've just kept one envelope operator up here.